fact, I did some of my works in the university related to some Islamic topics or to Hezbollah in Lebanon, for example, which was considered like a terrorist organization and all of this. And when I sit down and I was doing this it was an essay with another girl. She was not Muslim, not anything. I said, okay, let's do it about Hezbollah. She said, okay. And when we began to search, there was all good. And she was saying, okay, but why is it a terrorist group? And it was, I think it was like a moment of discovery for me and for the people around me as well. Of course, we were raised in Venezuela, everything Venezuela, no contact, almost no contact with any other Lebanese. We went when we were children to Venezuela, like for 3 months, to Lebanon for 3 months, but it was not the best experience, and everything was destroyed as well. I mean, I felt sorry about the country and about the people. No electricity, no water. It was very bad, very bad. But I think that in the mind of my parents there was this idea that Lebanon, that we have to go back, that maybe I have to get married soon with a Lebanese boy or something. So then they sent me back with my grandmother and my cousin and this. It was okay, but again it was I didn't like it, especially for example if people is already adapted to the way of life in Venezuela. During this war was the first time that I felt love for Lebanon. It was because there was the mainstream media was transmitting something like very, very biased, like Israel is defending from the terrorists, So the Lebanese, along with the Venezuelan people, organized a lot of manifestations, demonstrations against the war, and as well we organized a lot of interviews in TV, in radios, articles, sending information by email.
Todo supuestamente va dirigido a que Hezbollah, por raptar a 2 israelíes, comenzó la guerra. Acá, señores, la guerra la comenzó Israel.
During the war, I think we all, Venezuelans and non-Venezuelans, Lebanese, of any nationality, we all loved him. Just to see his tranquility, his confidence. Yeah. This gave us confidence to all of us. There, I began to see the importance of a leader. I mean, and the fact that he was talking to everybody. He was not talking mainly for the Muslims or for this or for that. He was talking to all the people, and I think this is very important. There was a need to say what was going on, and a need to mark a position, because there was a lot of people as well who didn't know anything and who were thinking that Israel had the right to defend. So some people were making even demonstrations saying in favor of the right of Israel to defend against Arabs, terrorists, and all of this. As I was involved as well in the social movement in Venezuela, it's in Venezuela we have this thought that we are a mixture of everything, and we are so everything that happens, for example, in Iraq and in Palestine and in Lebanon is something that also affects us as Venezuelan, and is a struggle from which we also have to learn, and with which we have to build solidarities. After the war, I went to Lebanon, and I stayed there for 6 months. And I think that my main purpose in this was to know it and to write about it and to send to Venezuela. The Lebanese as people with dignity. I wanted to see what is it that gives them this strength, this focus, this clarity, this dignity. Okay, I wanted to be there. I wanted to be with them. I wanted to see how they live, how they work, especially the people related to the resistance. And there were things that they emphasized that were really important. For example, the relations in the family, for example, this love for the family of the Prophet, for example, this love for, or this respect for Sayyida Fatima, salamullah alayha, or for Sayyida Zainab, salamullah alayha. It was not maybe a particular moment, but it was like a process of discovering, of identifying myself with Islam more and this. And my mother was angry because she didn't like the hijab and this, and maybe as when I began this, I became a bit a lot of changes in me. That they saw that I was a bit strict in terms of the religion, or some complained that I was praying too much, or that I was not paying attention to other things in my life and just focusing on religion and this. And my father, he was happy because, okay, it was his dream that he has a daughter with hijab and all of this, but he was frustrated because why did I learn from the Shia? I was fascinated. I thought that, for example, when I was in Venezuela, that religion doesn't have to do with politics, and but then I said, well, just because of religious ideas are involved, it doesn't mean that there should be exclusion towards the non-Muslims, or that there should be a project just for Muslims and all of this. These are my friends. We are having a goodbye meeting. They came to say goodbye because I'm leaving tomorrow. She's Sachi from Japan, Suhaila from Malaysia, and the next one is Zainab. She's an Iranian girl.
اولین بار توی پرایگ روم هم دیگر دیدیم و داشت نماز میخوند. بعد نوع نماز خوندنش فرق میکرد، شبیه مثل خودمون بود. بخاطر همین من فکر کردم ایرانی، بعد شبیه ایرانی هم بود. ازش پرسیدم که
And the next one is Hamza. Well, I was doing my dissertation still and everything, and he just finished. He's very, very, very helpful, and well, I considered him as my brother. I usually go to theaters in my country, but here in this country I didn't have the opportunity because I was always running with my studies. So now before I leave, because I'm leaving after tomorrow. I feel a bit, I don't know, a bit nervous, like a bit frightened, but at the same time I think it's an episode of my life that finished and that I have to move on.